Okay, everybody, this is E. Marcel with the Sports Inquirer. I'm happy to be joined by Erin Wyatt from Georgia State Volleyball. The team was able to win 2 out of 3 matches at the GSU Invitational this past weekend. How did the team do just overall and be able to get 2 out of those 3 wins?
I think the team has been doing really well, especially throughout the season. I feel like we've been growing and developing more as a team, focusing on our culture and taking those small wins and losses and like learning from them so we can get to those big wins once we get into conference.
Yeah, let's go to the last match of that tournament on September 11th. You defeated Presbyterian 3-2. You dropped the first and third set. You trailed in the fourth. What was that like making a comeback and being able to earn that victory?
It was a big momentum shift in that fourth set. We really had nothing to lose. They had already won the first and third set, so we were like, we have to go all out, and we just strive to try to win that game and take that match away from Presbyterian, and just focusing on ourselves, taking each point step by step, point by point, and just learning from our mistakes throughout the game and putting everything into full effect.
How do you think this can help you as you get towards conference play, being in that type of match, having to make those adjustments and coming out with a victory?
I think our schedule this year sets us up really well for conference, especially like Presbyterian, like this past weekend, sets us up for matches we're going to play like in conference. And learning from these teams, growing from these teams will help us get those wins in conference and learn from these teams to figure out what we need to fix throughout the weekend through practice once we start conference next week.
Yeah, and what's the non-conference schedule been like for you? And you have Clemson coming up on September 15th. What have you learned about the team playing all these different types of opponents, having to travel on the road? Just the impressions of where you are as a unit.
Right now, I feel like as a unit, we're very unified. We're a very new team, so we had 11 newcomers and 9 returners. No, nine newcomers and 11 returners. And I think us just focusing on gelling and getting to know each other and get that culture down and being unified has like really helped us. It took us a little while because we are such a new and young team, but as we begin to continue to be unified and learn more about each other, I feel like that helps on the court. So that's where we've been starting to get those wins and starting to look better out on the court.
It's your second year with the program. You had a very unique freshman year because of everything that was going on in the world and the type of schedule. Do you feel like this is more of a college year for you as far as being on campus, having people able to attend the games and just go to classes in person? Does it just feel like this is more the college experience that you were expecting?
Yeah, it's way different. Last year, I personally didn't have any in-person classes. I didn't really have to focus on like being present in class. I mean, I had online classes, but there were like no Zooms. You just did everything on your own. Last year, we had a couple of pre-conference matches, but I wasn't able to play due to my injury. And then just being thrown into conference was kind of like weird and kind of like hard as a freshman. And I feel like this year I get to like learn and develop a lot more before I start conference, start to learn how to tweak little things, better myself before conference and see what I need to put out for the team before conference even comes because we have, I think we played like 12 matches so far
Mhm.
and we still have Clemson and we went to conference next week. So just practicing, getting everything down, tightening up everything has helped a lot. And I feel like we can go a lot further in conference this year by just getting those little reps in each and every day.
And you mentioned Clemson. That's your last non-conference match. You travel into South Carolina. They're undefeated at home this season. What type of test will this be for the team as you obviously,
Um,
yeah, what would it be like just being in that environment and testing yourself against a team like Clemson?
yeah, I feel like Clemson is a very good matchup, especially they remind us a lot of schools like in our conference, and especially them being at home winning record that will make us want to push and fight and have a reason to go into Clemson's home and want to get that W and want to get that win because that win will of Clemson will carry on to next week once we get into Lafayette and Monroe.
Yeah, and we're probably not going to speak before you get to conference play. What's the anticipation like to be in preparing for the conference and playing these familiar foes that you're going to have coming up?
Yeah, It's kind of cool. I mean, like we're in preseason kind of right now, and then once we get to conference, we get to see like the teams we're used to seeing, and like seeing how much each team has like changed each year, and just learning a little bit more about how the teams are. Like we start scout as soon as we're done with Clemson, and we'll see like what Monroe Lafayette has changed in the past year, because just like we've changed and got a lot of newcomers, each and every other school has changed a lot.
All right, Erin. Well, thank you for your time. We appreciate it, and good luck this weekend again, or today, or tomorrow against Clemson.
Thank you.